Hey everyone, we have Janice here for day number 2 of her board and train. Today we're going to work with her on coming back when called. I have my treat pouch and it's filled full of her dinner. So this has our kibble in it. Good girl. So for this we have her on a nice long line. It's 20 foot long. We have her on our prong collar. To start this, I'm going to tell her break and let her go away from me. I'll let her get good and distracted, give her a few minutes, and then I will say, Janice, come. I'll give her 2 seconds to respond. If she doesn't come back to me right away, I'll give her a correction on her collar, tell her no. I'll tell her, Janice, come. I'll help reel her in with the leash while walking backwards. As she's coming to me, I'll say, good girl, and encourage her to come in to me faster. Backing up when she's coming to me will help get her to come faster and straighter. If she does choose to come to me without me having to correct her, I will just do the same thing, only without the correction. And I'll try to stay in the frame of the camera today instead of walking in and out of it. Alright, come on, girl. She's not super interested in the food, which doesn't really matter. The food's just a bonus. I'm not actually using it to really train her. So if she wants to eat it, great. It'll give her a little more incentive. But if not, it really doesn't matter. So we'll do a little bit more with her. Good girl. Great. The reason why I'm carving around is because I don't want to run out of the frame of the camera. But you can also do that if your dog comes straight to you and then just passes right by you. You can just turn and walk the other way and have them come back in towards you. I tell everybody, make your dog work for it to get to you. If they're sniffing or you know, passing by you. Just use that to your advantage. Turn and back up. Make them really work to get to your feet. And then always reward when they get to you. She's way more interested in the food now. There she's seen a person walking by. She didn't bark, which is awesome. Yesterday she was barking at anybody that she's seen walking by. I called her off of the distraction and she came running, so that was really good. Happy to see that. She's happy today. Look how happy she is. Oh yeah, you're happy. You're happy girl. You're happy girl. Good. So that's one way to do the recall with your dog. Another way to do it is to use their breakfast and dinner. Have a handful of kibble. Good girl. Toss it on the ground so that they can start to find it. It'll give you time to get away from them. Call your dog right as they get almost done eating. And then when they get there, say, good dog, good boy, good girl, whatever you want to say, and sprinkle it out again. So Janice, come. Good. You sprinkle it and then walk away again. And then call them and just repeat that back and forth. So I'm going to do some of that with her. Yes, it does. Did really good with that. That's a great exercise to do like in the morning and at night for their dinner. It's also really good to do if you have a dog who gets super clingy after teaching the heel and they won't leave your side. I have that happen a lot. She hasn't been super clingy yet, so I'm happy to see her going away from me more. Alright, I'm going to do a couple more with her. She's doing really good. I'm really happy with her progress already. She's listening pretty good. If you take your dog for a walk in a place where you can use the long line, good girl. Good girl. Where you can use the long line to walk your dog, let them have free rein, let them sniff and everything. And just practice doing recalls with them throughout your walk. If you want to have them heel some of the walk, then tell them heel, walk a little ways, and then just say break, and let them go sniff, play, whatever they want to do, and just practice more recalls with them. The more you can put them in, the more reliable it's going to be. When teaching your dog to come when called, you want to make sure to let them drag a long line on when they're outside, so that if you call your dog, you have a way to get them and make them come if they choose not to. If they choose not to come and you don't have any way to catch them, you're out there chasing your dog around, they're just going to learn that they only have to listen when the leash and collar's on. They're going to become leash smart. You don't want that. If they become leash smart, then you're going to have a dog that has to be on the leash for the rest of its life. My goal with training is to get a dog off leash reliable, so I want to make sure everything becomes automatic in their brain. So the second you say, Janice, come, she doesn't even have to think about it. She just turns around and runs back to me, just like that. You know, no thinking, no hesitation, no correction, anything. Girl. I'm going to do a couple more with her, and then we'll probably end that session. Come on. If you want your dog to sit automatically when they come to you from the recall, that way they're not popcorning away. They're here and then they're gone again. If you're using treats, you can just hold it up a little bit. So, yeah, it's good. And just hold it up like that, and they'll automatically sit. Some dogs you might have to teach to sit too first. She just kind of does it naturally. I haven't had to do much with her with the sit. If you're not using treats, if your dog doesn't like treats, the other thing you can do, break, is say, Janice, come, and just pull up. Sit. Break. I'll go over how to teach sit in more detail in another video, but that's just to know, just so you guys know how to get your dog to sit when they come to you. Good girl. Okay, I think I covered everything, so that's the end of lesson number 2.